Got 5 of them. Got that. Got that.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company, TMB, BNT, whatever you want to refer to that show, presented by Starnes Barber, where we cover everything on the court with the North Greene Lady Huskies and Huskies basketball teams. As always, joined here with Lady Huskies head coach James Buchanan.
I was wondering if you was going to get it right.
Huskies head coach Sam Tarlton. I didn't switch it up this week. I made you wait.
You did. It was me. What we doing this? Little something new. You ready? I've never heard that in my life.
He's excited this morning. He's amped up.
Thumbs up.
I thought we needed to
live in the morning.
We needed to honor the 2025 Royal Rumble.
Is that Jay Uso?
That's Jay.
That's
his. Okay.
Main event Jay Uso.
That's what the crowd. He does that, and the crowd does it back.
Yeah,
that's what
Sam doing it.
Yeah, he's doing it. He had his
one
hand
going.
going.
I had
one hand. Yeah, it's got to be two. Hey, today I was getting ready, and weather. It's cold again. Even though you're in here in short sleeves and
he's tough.
a pair of shorts, I guess
Feels
you're
good
just tougher.
right now.
Feels good. 39. So
39 with the sun out. That's perfect.
Anytime I'm wearing like a sweatshirt, hoodie, anything like that, I put a lot of thought into what I wear under it in case I get hot and have to take my outer shirt off. So, I mean, some days, if you know it's going to be cold, you can just throw on an old t-shirt, it don't matter. But I didn't know, sometimes here at school it gets warm. So I was going through the closet today trying to figure out what to wear. You know what I found?
The head of the table.
Hey,
that's us, boys. It's us.
I have it.
I still have it too.
Can they see it, you think?
I think so.
Pretty good.
It's us.
Yeah, they could definitely see that.
I about forgot about it.
That's a good pick.
Look at that. My wife had a hard time figuring out who the guy in the middle was.
You look young.
Yeah. This man's aging.
3 years ago.
He sent me I had on our little weekend stuff, there's a couple people actually started watching, and he was talking about they love the intro. He actually knew what that was from and stuff.
Everybody knows, Sam. You're the one that don't.
Okay. Maybe that's it.
Caught up.
Well, I tried to, I could text Tyler to get how that originated, that video of you ripping your shirt off. He thought that was
the original head of the table one.
You don't remember that?
Where you played the original Roman Reigns theme song and jumped up and ripped your hoodie off. And you had the...
Oh, yeah.
I think it was the Roman Empire shirt or something, and it had We the Ones on the back.
Okay.
I guess that's how that started.
Yeah, that's
Tyler,
how it started.
Tyler, you look 12 years old.
I did.
In that.
You've aged a lot.
I have.
I think it's us. We're doing it to you. Yeah, we're stressing you out. Grab that ball again. I don't think everybody knows what this is. What has happened
Coach
here over the weekend.
Do that. Get that ball.
Now, it's not completely finished because we wasn't that brave. I thought he was going to close in on 200 wins for this year, but we didn't date it, because we didn't know exactly. In other words, I got the ball, wrote 200 wins before the Hancock game started, but I did not put the date because
You did not want to jinx things.
There's
There's
always
always the chance to
They
lose.
about wore us out in here.
So now I've got to go back and put the finishing touches on it.
I appreciate you doing that for me. Coach.
Congrats.
Thank you, sir.
Coach Tarlton, 200.
Appreciate it.
Here's what's amazing about that.
Just means I've coached a lot of good players, Coach. That's
Well,
all
the
that
man
means.
hadn't even finished 8 years yet. So that's going to end up being an average of at least, if he don't win another game this year,
25 a season.
25 wins per season. It's probably going to be a little north of that. Maybe about 26 wins a year over an 8-year span. That's unheard of, man. That's
At this
that's
point,
unbelievable.
probably 27.
That's great.
You've
Yeah.
done that.
Hey,
He's done it up there. Look at
No, my average is way lower. Our win percentage ain't even comparable. Mine's laughable compared to yours. What is yours? About 75,
it.
probably?
I don't know. Once
It's
you
gotta be.
Once you got it up there, though, it's about the same, I'd say, Coach.
I don't know. Well,
Let's get 500. That's
I know this. I know one thing for dang sure. You got off to a whole lot better start than I did, and that ain't even close.
I've been lucky. Got lucky. I get to sit in here on this couch and learn from the best. I just do what I
They
learn.
messed up this semester.
Yeah.
They got us in here a little more often.
They took us away from each other. I don't think I was doing
remember
that.
that.
Well, if you look at the first semester, that's when we've done the majority of our losing this year. It's because our class schedule. We wasn't able to bounce stuff off each
There
other.
you go. That's right.
And then second semester now, we've been doing a little better because somebody in that office got wise. I got the best wife in the world.
What about Coach remembering how to play defense?
We remembered.
I'll second that. He does have the best wife in the world.
Hey, she takes care of it.
She's grade A.
Top notch. Talk about we the one, she the one.
That's good. She
the one. You know what's crazy? We've been in here all morning cleaning the gym from our Saturday night game, and not one thing has been mentioned so far about the Super Bowl of all things. Everybody's talking about everything else. Talking about
NBA trade
Connect.
deadline. Yeah.
moving across the country. Talking
no
about
reason.
all the trade deadline fiascos and moves, and we've been talking about NBA standings, college basketball. Nobody mentioned the Super Bowl.
This is like the least publicized Super Bowl and college championship game I can remember.
It was like a stinker though last night.
You guys
Yeah.
may not remember this, but when I was a kid, that was the thing. When you got to the Super Bowl, it was always a horrible game. Somebody blew somebody out every year. It was like that. And then the game started getting close. I think it was after the Dallas dynasty. There maybe like in the mid 90s to late. In the late 90s, I think you started having some good close games.
Okay.
But it used to be, go back and look that up, because it was every year a blowout. So this year kind of felt like the old days.
Yeah, beginning of the 2000s, late 90s was when it started to change. You had the Rams and the Titans.
Yeah, the one yard.
Vinatieri won 2 Super Bowls on 2 game-winning kicks, didn't he?
Yeah.
With the Patriots. That was at the beginning of the decade.
Yeah,
you
so
got some close ones.
I heard one person put it this way: unless you were an Eagles fan, I mean, if you were a Chiefs fan, obviously you were upset. But if you're just a casual fan, which the Super Bowl brings in a lot of casual fans, it was boring.
Yeah, it was boring.
Yeah.
It was very boring.
But I'm
I think
sure that's
after that-
exactly how Philadelphia liked it.
After that pick six last night, I think a lot of people probably tuned out because at that point you could probably start to see that it was going to be
The
a
second
blowout.
interception sealed it.
Yeah, I felt like maybe he had
yeah.
a chance to. I thought he was going. Brady was calling the game. I thought it'd been cool if he could have pulled a Brady where he came way back.
Yeah. Well, if they'd scored before the half and then got the ball to start the second half and scored, then you got a ball
Whole
game.
different story, yeah.
But that second interception, which basically gave them 24 at the half, it was over then. I actually fell asleep for it. I mean, when I fell asleep, it was 37-6, and I wake up the next day and the finals 44. I missed a field goal and 2 touchdowns.
I didn't watch the second half either. Hey, let's play that game. Let's play that calling game. We gotta call somebody.
Okay.
That's gonna answer.
Oh, yeah.
Let me turn my Bluetooth off.
Call him.
Have you got your
go
phone
first, Tyler?
I got to call somebody?
Do you gotta? Oh yeah.
Oh, I got to call them too?
And they're going to be live on our show.
Oh yeah. You gotta put.
You tell us who
put
you're
it on
calling,
speaker.
right?
All right. So what you're doing is you're calling somebody who you know. Any time of the day. If you're in the biggest pickle, it's gonna answer the phone.
Oh, no.
Who you calling?
My mother,
I may not have one. What's your mother's name?
Alice.
Alice.
So it's got to go on speaker.
Gotta go on
Yeah.
speaker up here at the thing.
All
Hey, wait a minute. What's the punishment if they don't answer?
Everybody just laughs at you.
All right, you're going to get made fun of because she is busy today.
She is busy. Sure.
If your person don't answer, you lose.
Don't answer.
Oh, suspense.
Four rings, I'll give.
Suspense.
You lose.
Hey, this is Ashley.
She let you down.
Mom. Tyler's mom
She
don't
let
even
you
love
down.
him. His mom don't love him.
Hey, we had another little thing going before you got here, Sam. I'm gonna set the over under at 1.5.
Okay.
So you going with the over or?
Oh,
the
she's
under?
calling right
Oh,
back.
what's that mean?
Put it on speaker. Tell her she failed.
Tell her she made you ruin.
Hey, before you say anything, you're on speaker on the T&B show, all right?
Oh, hi.
Hey!
We're playing a game. You've got to call, if you're in a dire situation, life or death, you've got to call one person that you know will pick up the phone every single time. So you failed, but you also passed because you called right back as soon as you missed it.
You caused Tyler to lose.
I still count it as a win. It's sort of a win at the same time.
Yes, I answer every time. I was on the opposite end. I'm at work.
Oh, I know.
Oh, man.
See, I know she'd
We got her in
answer
trouble.
though. I knew she'd answer though. It just.
So I was on the opposite end of the house, so at work. So yeah, it scares me every time you call.
Well, it was Sam's idea.
My fault.
Well, I'll let you go. I love you.
I love you too. Bye, guys.
Bye.
So do I
Alice.
still lose?
Well, we're gonna find out what happens with us.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. So if y'all.
Sam's got this in the
I
bag.
feel like I do, but he's at school, so I don't know.
Well,
I
well,
usually,
he's
don't,
doing
I
it
usually
shot.
don't do much calling him. He's usually calling me.
let's give it a
You want me
shot.
to go?
Wait a minute.
All
Wait
right.
a minute. We were gonna do the over under
Okay.
on how many calls I get during the show, and I said it at 1.5.
Well, you're like the most called man.
He
This
went
is
with
okay.
the, he
I
went
would-
with the under.
You won't know why everybody needs you for something. He comes through for everybody, so that's why they're
I think
calling,
they just
they're
found
calling.
out that I'll answer.
When was it? 2 years ago we looked. He had like 2,000 contacts.
He's
No, he's got 1,000 something.
He's a
Oh,
man. He's
just
a man.
1,000. I thought it was 2,000. for
But
some
I mean,
reason.
it's church people. It's coaches. It's I mean, I got
You go first, Coach.
1,357.
Who you
Wow.
calling, Coach?
I don't know. I'm a little worried about this. I think Mercy Joe will come through for me.
Okay, that'd be good. Here,
And she ain't in class yet.
I can't wait to hear him when
Because
if he does answer. Like what he'll laugh.
Susie, I can't call her 'cause she gets tied up in here in the office sometimes. Plus, I think when she sees me call,
He's like, well, I'll just go talk to him.
yeah, I mean, what does that idiot need now?
He
My mom,
always goes, you ain't busy.
my brother's a definite.
Yeah, no, he
Don't
won't
call
answer.
him.
You won't answer.
Maybe my mom.
Okay, I'm gonna call my dad.
All right.
See, it's
Rico
definitely,
is
it's
gonna come
definitely
through.
not my mom.
What you done? I bet that's what he said. What you done?
Well,
What you doing?
I'm having coffee.
Hey, we're on this show. We had to call somebody that we knew was gonna answer. I picked you. I knew you'd answer. You there?
Yeah.
You just made Sam a winner.
Yep. You just won me. You won me
Again?
the challenge. He can't even hear us. I said we're on this show, and I had to call somebody that I knew would answer. That's like a game we're playing. I knew you'd answer. All right. I'll leave you alone.
he seemed thrilled.
Yeah.
All right, Rico.
Wow. First ring.
So basically, if I call somebody and they don't answer, Sam's the winner.
Yeah, I win.
Oh, he's
You come
almost
in
a winner.
second.
He'll call back here in a minute. Like, what are you
But yeah, if
talking
they-
about?
Huh?
If they call you back real quick though, then I guess we're tied.
Me and you would be tied. Yeah. All right. Who's it gonna be? Not Susie.
That's smart. Go to your favorites. Process of elimination.
Yeah. Is this bad that I can't count on anybody? All right,
Come
Mercy
on.
Joe, come on. She may be in bed. Oh, this was bad. It's a bad idea.
Hello.
Mercy Joe,
What?
what you doing, buddy?
Getting ready?
Getting ready. Well, you're on the T&B show.
Dad.
Hey, we're playing a game. You can call one person in the world that you know for a fact is going to answer when you call. And Sam called his dad. And sure enough, Rico came through. Tyler called his mom. She had to run across the house. But she was not in time. She missed the call, but she did call right back. So I couldn't think of who I needed to call, and I felt pretty confident in you, buddy. So you just helped save the day.
I always answer you.
That's right. Except when you're in class at school, right?
Right.
All right. Well, you be careful coming in here today.
Okay.
Love you, buddy.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
This is impressive. One ring for both of y'all.
One ring.
That was good. One ring.
Well,
We got
That
people
was
we can
fun.
count on.
Lots of fun. We won, Tyler.
Oh yeah. Speaking of winning, I didn't jinx y'all.
You did. You here tomorrow night? Who's here tomorrow night?
Who's here?
I am here tomorrow night.
All right.
I get to cover a rare county game
All right.
Who else in the county's playing?
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
County or just
Well, I
county
figure
in
we
general?
might have.
When's
We
West-
might get the newspaper here. We might get the radio here.
If it's a county game, you'll definitely probably get both of them here. So that means I got to show up about the start of the JV game to get a seat up there on the
JV
stage.
boys, no girls.
Yeah, I
They
got
called
that.
yesterday. I texted you, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right. Game start at 5. JV boys. Tuesday, February 11th. South Greene, North Greene. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We've entered into the final week of the regular season.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, is that true or not?
Well, we got a game next week, but that's also the week of the tournament.
You're right.
So, I guess you would call this the final full week
It's going by so
of
fast.
the regular season. Yeah, it has.
I'm just curious, Coach. How many wins do you get to 500 there? Because I know it's kind of close.
I think you and I talked about it early next year, potentially.
Maybe. It depends on how well we finish this year. I've got it wrote down somewhere.
It would take too much
It's up there
time,
in
but
that
we
folder.
could probably go through your record the last few years and figure it out.
I don't know.
Real quick.
I think I finished the year last year at 463. I think.
And you're at 22 wins.
23 wins.
23.
23. It is 23. You're 23.
So what's 463 plus 23? 486?
14 away.
14.
So
That may take 4 years. Who
it'll
knows?
take 4 years.
I hope not.
What you got? See, if he's winning state, how many
No,
you
we
got?
don't even
Three in
start
the
there.
tournament, sub-state. Well, if you
They ain't
win,
enough
if you
to
win,
get it this year if you
yeah,
win them all.
If you win district, that's what
2.
2, and then region. If you're the 1, you only get 2.
2.
4.
Yeah.
Sub-state 5. And then 3.
That's 8.
He's got 8 more. So
8,
you only
yeah.
need 6 next year.
Well, hold on. How many left in the regular season?
3.
Dang.
You only need 3 next
11.
year.
Quit talking this nonsense.
So you get it by Thanksgiving next year.
Yep.
That'd be good.
Anyway,
We
You
got, a lot
got
to
3
cover.
this week.
what are we going to
Yeah.
talk about today? What time is it? What we got? First
It
period
is 10:20.
Yeah, we got a little
We're
more
actually
time.
on the clock at 11. We'll have students at 11, so
We're making good time today.
We're
We started
doing
at 10
better.
o'clock today.
they ain't a whole lot to. I mean,
There ain't nothing to talk about with the Super
Tennessee
Bowl.
blasted Oklahoma Saturday.
Thank y'all for that.
I ain't even going to make fun of y'all because I used to like Carolina. I don't even like them. They suck, so I can't even make fun of Duke. But
Duke got beat by Clemson
I told
on the
everybody
road.
that was the one game they would lose if they were to lose in the ACC.
They got.
That was
they
the
needed
toughest remaining
what about
game
them
left
pouring
in
that
the
water
ACC.
on the floor? So he'd slip right then.
that. Is that what happened?
You must have.
Death taxes and Cooper flags slipping when the game's on the line.
Hey, that's happened 3 times this year.
All 3 losses.
3 turnovers
in the last minute.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
It makes me scared what's going to happen when it comes tournament time.
I
He's got
think I'll take
balls
the
going.
trade.
Did your boys have a?
I think I would too. At some point, he's got to come through. So I'll lose him now.
Not
They-
only that, but look at the numbers he's putting up.
Oh, I agree. He's player of the year, no doubt.
Did Texas have like an epic collapse? Look like they
They
were up
lost
a bunch.
both this week, Arkansas and Vandy. I told y'all I don't think they'll make the tournament.
Hmm.
They'll pull out the good wins, like a 22-point comeback over
Hey.
A&M, and they'll beat. Who else? They beat Missouri, who's a ranked team
Yeah,
and looks
Missouri's
really
good.
good. But you got games like Arkansas and Vandy that you shouldn't lose that they do lose.
Maybe.
I don't know that Arkansas is playing better.
Arkansas
And
is
Vandy's good.
Arkansas and Vandy's definitely good. Vandy was ranked, but Arkansas and Texas will probably flip to the point where Texas will drop out of the tournament. Arkansas is starting to creep in.
Or there's a chance of Carolina and Texas playing the NIT, maybe.
It's very true. It's very true.
The Carolina, they squeaked one out.
They
against
they
Pittsburgh.
squeaked one against Pitt. They finally got them.
They suck.
That's Jeff Capel's MO. Get
Pitt's
close
had-
to beating Carolina, but
Well,
Him
he's
and Ford.
beat them the last few years. Look at the.
oh really?
Oh yeah, look at the Pitt UNC rivalry the
You
last
just
few
remember the
years.
shot. You probably don't. You wasn't live. Remember the half court, just inside half court shot he made against Carolina, put it in overtime, and they get beat.
Him and
Oh.
Forbes do the
You don't
same.
remember
have to
that?
go back and
Have you
look at
seen
that
the
one.
highlight of that? It's like one of the iconic Duke Carolina rivalry moments.
Yeah, I know.
Probably if I seen it.
He's just inside the half line. He nails one in Cameron to put it.
When
in
I hear
overtime.
inside the half court line in Cameron, I think of Sean Dockery though,
Yeah.
the Virginia Tech game. That one was cool. What were you saying?
Forbes and Cable do the same thing. They get right there on the bubble and then lose to somebody they shouldn't and don't get in, like 4 years in a row. Pretty sure.
Kansas. Something's happened to Kansas.
They just
Don't bother me one bit.
All right, so, okay, the AP top 25 will come out
Is
today.
Alabama the one?
Alabama probably.
I think
won.
Alabama goes to 1. How many losses do they have?
3. Auburn stays 2, I bet.
You think they keep Auburn at
I
1?
wonder if Tennessee jumps though. Tennessee had a really good week. Beat 2.
They have
teams.
4
No,
losses,
they beat
though.
1. Missouri.
You're
I'm
telling
gonna
me
say-
an Alabama team with 3 losses that you're going to punish a team for losing their first game of the year
I'm going to
and
say
drop them?
Alabama 1, Auburn 2, Duke 3, Tennessee 4.
I'm going to say Auburn 1, Alabama 2, Tennessee 3, Duke 4.
Poll ain't out yet.
What do you say, Tyler?
I'm wondering where they do put Tennessee at because you had the 1 and 2s lose. Do they stay at 4? Or do they jump? That's what I want to see.
They'll move 1 spot.
You think they move 1? You think
To
Duke
3?
drops to 4?
I don't
I
know.
don't
I mean,
know.
we'll find out here in a little while.
It don't really matter.
What they got this
Yeah, it
week?
don't matter as long as you're a 1
Tennessee?
seed tournament.
Tennessee is at Kentucky, and then I think they got A&M coming up here soon.
That's a quick turnaround on Kentucky. We just played them.
Yeah,
That's 2 weeks.
yeah. At Kentucky
Tomorrow?
night.
You play them on a Tuesday this year too because it was the night y'all played.
Oh,
Tuesday.
we got we got at Kentucky, Vanderbilt at home this week.
Payback.
Yeah.
Dang, they take a week off, don't they?
Then they take a week off, and then they
That's
got
the women's
A&M.
tournament. Okay, so that's college basketball. Who's Duke got this week?
Let me look here.
I looked
They
it
play
up
Monday
last night. I
night?
can't
No,
remember.
Must play Wednesday night.
They're
Yeah, California?
California and Stanford.
So they're going to play the Pac-10 schedule.
Yep.
The Pac-10 part of the.
Why do they got a Illinois mixed in there?
They always
weird.
play a New York. No, it ain't weird. They always play a game in Madison Square Garden, a non-conference game late in the season every year. Usually it's against like St. John's. This year it's Illinois. I mean, they do that a lot.
Okay.
I don't always remember it being late February.
That's
though.
coming up.
Well, sometimes January. It is awful
Yeah,
late in the year.
Tuesday.
but-
That's what I was pointing to is because I don't ever remember it being late in the schedule like this.
Connect 4.
Listen to this schedule:
Oh, it's
California, Stanford, Virginia, Miami. And I mean, Virginia, Miami sound like good teams, but Virginia's 500, Miami's 5-18.
Yeah.
And then the
Florida
last-
State, Wake Forest, Carolina at the end. They ain't gonna lose another game.
They shouldn't. But
that's
hey,
why I thought
that's
Clemson
who
was
was-
the one game they would lose.
the other day they said that I guess Dickie V was back, which I was glad to see Dickie V back. Did you know he's 85? Hubie Brown just called his last game. He's 91.
Yesterday, yeah.
But anyway, I can't remember if it was Dickie V or if it was the guy that was calling the game with him, but they pretty much said your team elevates its play to another level when you look across there and you're playing against Duke. And some people, that ain't fair. They always get the other team's best shot. That's what you sign up for. That's why you go there. But, man, you know when you're Duke and you lose a road game that they're going to storm the floor.
I seen the coaches were getting in there, shoving and going on.
I saw the
Happens every
Clemson
year.
coach scream at some kid, "Get out of the way!"
It's who stormed the court, but was a delayed storming. They said that was probably smart, where they let the other team get off and then they
Yeah.
stormed it.
I thought they
I
did
know
a
what
good
you're
job
talking
protecting
about.
Duke the other night. They
Who
had
did
like
that?
these yellow shirts get
That's
out.
a good question. I'm trying to remember.
Somebody did that Saturday. They waited for the other team to get off and then stormed.
I think it happened earlier this year when West Virginia beat somebody. I'm wanting to think it might have been West Virginia and
Kansas. bro.
Kansas or West Virginia and Iowa State, but I think they let the time run out at the end of the game, but they got them ready to run off the court with like 6-7 seconds left. So when the game was officially over and they could step off the court, they just skipped the handshake line and just went right back to the locker room because they knew it was coming.
Write
It was
this down.
inevitable.
Write this down, coach. Final four right now. We got to do some
Where's
kind
my
of
spectacles?
competition.
All right, we're gonna go Tyler, Sam,
We're all doing it.
and James. Final four picks.
Oh, James with the first one.
I got
He does
two.
it first, so we can't.
I was
copy
doing
him.
all of them.
I just got two.
Okay.
Do we tell it out
We'll
loud?
do 2 at a time.
I got Duke, Tennessee.
Okay.
What you got, Tyler?
Duke Auburn.
What you got, Sam?
Auburn. Florida.
All right, we'll go one apiece. I went first, and Sam just went last, so let's reverse the order, Sam. You go first on number 3 here. You don't have to not pick somebody just because we picked them.
Yeah.
Who you think?
Auburn, Florida.
Or some of these teams may end up in the same bracket. We'll do another thing later. It would be cool if we could pick some of them from now, though. It'd
Auburn, Florida.
make us look smart.
Shoot. Duke.
That hurts you to say that.
Yeah,
didn't
God,
it?
that hurt.
Tyler?
Go ahead.
Michigan State.
I need to check something. Sometimes I forget who even is in this stuff. You remember at one time we was drafting a team or something, and I forgot Giannis played in the NBA?
Yeah. He's missing the All-Star game.
I got my last one.
All right, go ahead.
Iowa State.
I'll say Houston.
That's who I was saying. I've picked them. I don't know how many times to either win it or make the Final
See, I
Four
think-
the last
I think
few
they're
years.
not-
I need a
Yes,
dark
they can be.
horse.
I agree, but it's always the years that they don't expect you to make it that you do make it.
Yeah, you might be right on that.
And I've been picking them for I don't know how many years now. At some point, they got to
Who'd
come.
you pick,
through.
I
Coach?
went chalk bad.
Did you go with the top 4?
I went Connecticut. You think they'll figure it out?
No. I don't think they're good.
All right, we're only waiting on you here, Tyler. You need one more. Did you want Houston?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering. I thought I had 4.
All right, we'll keep that. We'll see how stupid we are. Hey, now all of a sudden
We're
we're
not.
pressed for
We're
time.
not ahead.
What about we got to mention Connect 4 coming home.
I'm
Trades
impressed.
off.
I'm impressed that we've not got a phone call yet. The under's hitting at the moment.
Yeah. Connect 4. Dalton Connect.
What
Ball
did you
for
think of
life.
that trade at the moment?
call it.
Because
At the
That-
moment, I understood it.
we'd still be at 1, so we'd
I
still
mean,
be
they
good.
had to do it. They still need a 5. I think that pushed them when it got rescinded there. I don't think they're. It's gonna be hard to contend now. I think.
They'll just outscore people.
No way.
That's wondering what was on Mark Williams' physical,
Obviously not good. Not good.
because that's the reason it was rescinded.
They don't happen a lot. They say they really hate to do that.
Well, they'll figure it out.
Who you got, Coach? Who you want in the buyout market?
JaVale McGee.
Coming home.
He's in
JaVale
Puerto
McGee.
Rico right now.
I don't know who they'll do. I guess the most likely is probably that Mo Bamba, probably.
I don't know. I don't know.
Was
What's
he-
so bad about what they got? I like old Jackson Hayes. He's a 15, 20 minute a game guy.
What if LeBron just plays the 5?
Yeah, just go small ball. That death lineup, like when Draymond played it for Golden State.
Who's the death lineup for you all?
Reeves.
Reeves, Connect, Rui,
No, I don't think
Connect may not make that group.
Connect ain't in that.
Uh,
Reeves, Rui,
LeBron, Luka.
Luka, and Finney Smith
Oh yeah, DFS.
there you go.
or Vincent, probably.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
fine.
I don't mind that Vando so much.
Okay, yeah.
He's
You know, I don't think we've lost since he come back.
he'll play some defense.
He should probably be in that. Sorry, go ahead.
What we gonna do? We gonna talk about North
Are
Greene?
you ready for it?
What? We gotta keep our fans happy. I mean, we talked a little wrestling. There ain't really a whole lot going on. Okay, who? I can ask you this real fast.
Gotta keep our fans.
The Royal Rumble winners, Charlotte Flair and Jey Uso. Call it right now. Who are they going to pick?
I think it's pretty obvious. Jay with Gunther.
I think you're right.
Charlotte, I think Stratton.
You think it will be?
I think so.
What do you mean pick? What do they pick?
They
So
won
when
the
you-
Royal Rumble, so they get to choose which champion they challenge at WrestleMania.
When you win the Royal Rumble, you get
There's
an
two
automatic
champions.
championship
So
shot.
say how many champions are there? All right.
Yeah, just two.
Is that like weight classes or what?
No, just different shows. You got a Raw and a SmackDown champion, basically.
Okay.
Now they don't call him the Raw champion and SmackDown champion. One is the WWE champion, and the other one is the World Heavyweight champion.
Okay.
So
Look at that, I learn a little bit every time.
See.
we're going to
He's
pull
gonna be a
him
wrestling
in at
fan
some
soon.
point.
He already knows the J.U.
I got a Peacock account. I'll just have to.
Well, that's just the pay-per-views.
Okay.
Netflix, you got Netflix.
Yeah.
You can watch Raw tonight.
Yeah.
Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
That's tonight.
8 o'clock.
Probably watching South Greene.
Yeah. They do play tonight.
All right, who's first? We're going to do the recap, or we're going to go straight to the break and do all basketball after the break? Because we're about halfway.
It's your show. You tell me.
That's
take
up to
a
you.
break.
It's good.
All right. Let's take a
I
nap
need a
real
break.
quick.
My name is Robert Starnes. I'm a lifelong resident of North Greene County, where I currently reside here with my wife and 3 children. I was a barber in Greenville for the last 6 years, but I have recently changed locations to my new shop in Baileyton. It's at 285 Mortis Hollow Lane, Afton. I'm also a proud supporter of North Greene Athletics. Come see me for all of your men and boys grooming needs. Go Huskies!
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. While you're there, shop our general store for souvenirs, gifts, and cellular accessories. In a hurry, grab a cold drink and a hot dog to go. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
Baileyton Drug Company services the surrounding communities of Baileyton with excellent patient care using a full-line pharmacy, over-the-counter selections, and a convenient drive-thru. When you visit us, you are treated as a neighbor, not a number. It's not just our slogan, but our culture. We're investing in our patients, local schools, and community. For over 5 years now, we have established ourselves as an independently family-run pharmacy that isn't driven by corporate goals. We are driven by what is best for your overall health and wellness. We're conveniently located so you don't have to make the drive. Prescription drugs are just the tip of the iceberg. We also offer natural remedies, essential oils, at-home medical needs such as walkers, rollators, bath accessories, as well as wound care products. And coming soon, basic urgent care services. What makes us better than other drugstores out there? When you frequent Baileyton Drug, you will receive professional, courteous, and friendly service that goes above and beyond any other pharmacy in the area. Remember, you're a neighbor, not a number.
Classic.
In the harvest field.
Now right then, there's a work for all to do. And hark the Master's voice
Well, that's there.
is calling to the harvest, calling you. Help me out, boys. Oh wait, verse 2.
You're called to labor.
It's my favorite verse, by the way.
Seems so small or little known.
Like North Greene.
Well, it is great.
It is great if God is in it.
God is in it.
Ah.
And He won't forsake His own.
Here we go, boys. Little is much when God is in it.
I usually know all these. I
For wealth or fame, there's a crown, and you can win it if you go in Jesus' name. About that bass. Do you know I can go low like that?
don't know. You can do it all. About that Brooke and is it Brandon? They're good. They do
They're
good.
real good.
Yeah, I think he sings. I mean, she's really great too. He's good too.
Is the place you're called to labor seems so small and little known? It is great if God is in it, and He'll not forsake His own. Here we go, boys. Little is much when God is in it.
We can't sing, Coach.
That's a good one.
Hey,
We'll be backup singers.
His brother was preaching yesterday. He was telling like some kind of story that he's always trying to impress his dad. And, like he said when he would, his dad would be like, "Yeah, that's great. Did you hear what James did last night?" I thought that was
That ain't even true. It's not even true. Fake news. Pastor lies. Basketball, boys.
Basketball. Uh-oh.
Got it. You got it.
That's
That's 4 quarters right there.
pretty good.
Two
Sometimes it
Hancocks
takes all 4 quarters to win.
sandwiched around a Cloudland.
All right.
That's what we had.
First time, or Monday, yeah. First time we played Hancock, we went up there. They were missing one of their better players. Man, they got a good team, good young team. I think here in years to come, they're going to be really good. We played really, really great defense. I think I need to get the dang book, or I just make up stuff. We held them low. I don't think they scored 40.
I hadn't seen the score to that one. That's the only one that I couldn't find the score for.
It was low. We were really balanced as far as our scoring. We didn't have a lot of guys get up there, around 20, but I think we had 3 or 4 right around there in double figures. We didn't score a lot either. They do something that gives us a hard time. They're really, really physical. So like when we run our sets, they're bumping us, taking us out of where we want to go. But I thought we played a really, really good defensive game. And anytime you can go on the road in a tough environment like that and get a win, you'll take it. Are we talking? I guess we're not even going to talk about Cedar View, Coach. Move on.
Well, it was only JV game.
JV
Sam,
only.
you won at Hancock County 50-28.
28. What about that? So yeah, we held them really, really low. Did the same thing about scoring.
No, that's
Okay.
the final result.
All right. Well, and then in here, we went to Cloudland. Was that Thursday, Coach?
No, it's Friday.
Friday went to Cloudland. Played really well again. Lance had 18. I think you were there, Tyler. Help me out.
Lance had 18.
Thomas.
I think he was the only one. You had. Did you have 9 different players score?
Yeah, it was a
you
bunch
had
of
a lot
guys-
of players
bunch of
score. I
guys
think it was
scored.
9.
We held them real low too. So getting back to keeping teams under 50.
50,
Something that it was 52-30 that game.
52-30.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had a 28 and a 30. That'll make you feel pretty good. And then
The spread was the same on both.
the Hancock score, the second time, man, they played us tough. I think you look up about a couple minutes into the fourth, and it was still a 1-possession game. We just did not, and I'm going to use an excuse. Maybe it was like our 4th game there that week. We just didn't have the energy that we normally have, but we were able to do just enough there down the stretch to win. I think Lawson had 19, Tyler had 10, Thomas had 11. We got to play better than that if we want to win 2 games this week. But anytime you can get 3 there in a week, we'll take it. Big week this week for us. We play a really, really good South Greene team. It's going to be a big challenge. And then we got to go to Stony Creek. That's one of the toughest places to play in the conference. You want to be peaking this time of year. And I don't think we really did that on Saturday night. So we got to play much, much better down the stretch here if we want to get to where we want to get to.
Saturday night, Lawson 19, Thomas 11, Tyler 10.
What about that? Got that right.
And
First time for
then
everything.
on Friday night with Cloudland, it was.
Lance 18.
Oh, the girls were last. I forgot about that. Lance 18, Lawson 8, Thomas 8, Isaac 6, Jaden 4, Tyler 3, Nathan 3,
So we had-
Yeshua 1, Tim 1. So 1, 2, 3,
bunch-
4, 5, 6,
bunch of
7,
guys
8,
scoring.
9 players.
So that's a pretty good night for Isaac. I think he's been playing well for us off the bench there. So is Yeshua. We were able to get Havoc some minutes at Cloudland. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is a really big week for us this week against 2 really quality opponents. So we're going to have to play really, really well. We want to finish it strong. But I've been proud of them. They've had a really good year.
Something else you've not talked about either. The win at Cloudland Friday night locked up the number 1 seed for the district tournament, won the regular season championship. Something I don't know if we had mentioned it on here or not, but one of the things that you've not done yet is go undefeated within the conference during the regular season. So you've got the opportunity to do that this week.
We were talking just to the kids. I mean, that's kind of been a goal of ours because, I mean, we've done a lot since we've been here the last 7 or 8 years. But we haven't done that. We haven't swept a conference. So, I mean, that goal's still right there in front of us. But we locked up at number 1 seed, which is a goal. And I'm so proud of those kids because I don't think if you would have asked me, after Bennett went down especially, you guys going to win the conference, I think I would have told you it's going to be really, really tough. But, man, it's been one of my most fun years coaching because these kids, they try to do what you ask them to do. We put on the film and we go through our scout, and those kids try to execute it. And, I mean, they've just played so unselfish, and we've had several guys step up into bigger roles and kind of have a lot of success in those roles. So it's just been a really enjoyable year because everybody's connected. There's really been no problems about, oh, he ain't playing me or he's fussing. There's been that in the past, and there's been zero of that. So, man, that's a testament to the type of kids we got. So I'm just proud of them. Now the goal, I think I read this in the paper, Coach said it, maybe his team's been using it as a mantra. I mean, we're happy with that. We're happy with what we've done, but let's not be satisfied and let's end it the way we want to end it, because at the end of the day, that's the most important part, is getting where you want to go. You can almost waste 20 wins if you get beat early, I think. So we're trying to continue to get better and reach our peak here at the end.
All right.
He had
Hancock's
Cloudland
around the
6,
Cloudland.
didn't he? In the
What?
first half? 6?
Yeah, 2 in the second quarter, I think.
Okay.
21 to
Hancock.
6 at halftime.
Makeup
It was a
game.
football score.
Monday, we went to Hancock and played. We only had one kid in double figures. Hannah, she scored all 10 in the first half. We were able to play a lot of our roster there in the second half.
29-0.
So that final was 46-19. We had pretty balanced scoring. Cadence had 9, and Lauren had 8, and 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. So young kids got to play quite a bit in that game. So we were happy with the road win. I liked their approach to that game. Came out, it was up 20-4 at the end of the first quarter, and then of course we turned right around and had to play them again on Saturday. And like Sam just mentioned, it was even better. It was 29-0 at the end of the first quarter. I thought we really came out and played well. Mercy hit 3 threes in the first quarter. Cadence hit a 3, Lauren hit a 3, Katie McDevitt hit a 3, and Ella hit a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes in the first quarter. So, we just came out on fire. You could tell with their zone and their approach to the game that they were really trying to swarm Hannah, and we had kids wide open, and to their credit, they knocked them down. Hit a couple more threes in the second quarter. We didn't hit any in the second half at all. We were able to play some freshmen that don't normally get to play much at all. Mercy led us in that game with 19, and then we have 4 6s. Cadence, Lauren, Katie, Josie, and then Hannah, who's normally our leading scorer, just had 4. But I bet she didn't take 3 shots the whole night, just
It's a good win.
played more of a distributor role. So happy with those 2, and then we were able to clinch the conference up there Friday night on the road, and it was back to normal. I mean, we played them earlier in the year, and I think it was a much faster pace, higher scoring game than really probably either of the coaches prefer. But this was, I guess, more like what we're used to with Cloudland.
1st to 31.
Yeah.
That's always it, ain't it?
So what did we? 35 to 24. So I'm really proud of our defense. And I kept feeling like we scored 2 points in the third quarter. So we were up. It was 21-6 at halftime. Had a 15-point lead, but I think going into the fourth, they cut it down there where it was
8.
Yeah, something like that. It was getting scary. So, and I'm trying to figure out what went wrong in the third quarter. I kept thinking if we'll just hit one of these, because I thought we had multiple opportunities, just open threes. Seemed like they all ended up being right in front of our bench. I remember one on the other side of the floor, but we never hit any of them. Just looking, we hit 1 3 in the first quarter, 2 3s in the second quarter, and that's it. We hit 3 threes on the game. And Hannah had 1 field goal. She had 9 points, but 1 field goal. So as far as, and I don't know that she had that many attempts. She'd catch the ball and there'd be 2 or 3 people surrounding her. So we had a lot of opportunities, and we just didn't shoot it well. But to the credit of those kids, man, they fought hard defensively. So just real proud of them for getting that road win in the conference. So and that secured us the top seed. So we got these 3 regular season games left, and then it's tournament time. So like we said, kind of hard to believe it's gone by this quick. That's all I got to say about that.
We talked about it recently. You finally got a technical, Coach.
No, I didn't.
He did.
Finally got a technical.
He was on
That
the
don't
ref.
count. That don't count. I wasn't on no ref. It wasn't no. That ain't because I was yelling at him or nothing.
Well, you were close.
We had a.
I got another one. Dang it.
When'd
yeah,
you get
Sam. You don't need to talk about me. Sam got one in the.
Which Hancock game?
This one in there.
When I was out.
Oh, the
I was out.
2-0 win?
Hey, I got a good story.
You got it. It was like, I deserved it.
That was funny.
And then the fans.
The guy on the baseline makes the call.
Yeah.
So Sam's trying to have a meeting with the guy apparently. So he's almost in the free throw lane. He's way inside the 3-point line. He's inside the arc, going down there and trying to get an explanation from this guy that's made this call. So the guy that's at the half court line is automatic, just boom, technical. And when Sam turned to question the guy's response was, "Look where you're at." I mean, it's like, you didn't give me no choice. I had to call this. So like later on in the game, their coach has it. His heels are on the sideline. Which, I mean, our bench is right there on the floor anyway, kind of. So
Hey, our fans are taking that for me.
So my mom's back there. Their coach is on the floor. Their coach is on the floor. What's the difference? What's the difference? She just kept saying, "What's the difference?" I said, about 10 to 15 feet. That was the difference.
My mom, I had to tell her that, golly, she was in rare form. Not rare form, she's like at every game.
Hey, we just got people up here that love us. Our families
her
love
Cleveland.
and
You
support
heard her
us.
calling?
Yeah. I can't remember what part of the game
She's
it
usually
was.
real complimentary.
Yeah,
But she decided to
my girlfriend was trying to say against somebody the other night. They were flopping apparently. My mom's up there doing some kind of flop.
Fish out of water. I saw the flop call for the first time this year
When'd you see it?
in the boys' game. They got one of our boys for flopping, and apparently I'd done forgot. I had not seen it all year. It was a point of emphasis before the year started. There's me a phone call.
There's one.
One more, and who took the over?
I don't
Take
even
the
know
over. I took
what
the
took.
under.
You took the under.
See,
If
the
I
thing
get-
about
if I
the
get
under,
one more.
you're winning until you're
Hey,
not.
those announcements are coming on. My wife had a great comment. She watched the show last week and was very embarrassed, first of all, and I think I embarrassed her. But anyway, then she said when she comes on there with announcements, they're like saying names of kids, and we probably shouldn't have that on our show. So
Good point.
we got like 4 minutes. We're gonna have to hurry.
All right.
Or you can just cut it out if she comes on there.
Okay.
All right. So my technical.
I didn't know we were still on this. Let's go.
We got Sam's. We was talking about how much our families love us and support us. But the flop call, they called one on Jaden, and the guy come over and did that motion. That's the flop. In other words, get your lying hind end off the ground, because apparently they didn't feel like you deserve to get a call. But it's a warning. First time's a warning.
Yeah.
And then if any player, I think, does it, the rest of the game is technical. Not the same player. It's any player.
Kind of like a delay game. You
Yeah.
get a warning and then second it's technical.
All right, so my technical, I've got a girl shooting a free throw. Josie's shooting a free throw, and I had Lauren at the table. Lauren had foul trouble all night against Cloudland. So she's at the table, was going to try to get her in there in the second half. We're up 12. She's going to sub in for Josie, and then I started surveying who they had in the game, who we had in the game, and I thought, I like Josie being out there right now. So I changed my mind after the first free throw. I said, just get Mercy. And I had told the official she's going to sub for the shooter. Okay. Well, then I changed my mind, so I tell the official, I said, actually, I'm going to get her right now. So here comes Mercy off the court. Lauren's going on the court, the official under the goal, and it's all this. If the official has their hand up, you're not supposed to throw the ball to the shooter yet. Hold on, we're still making substitutions.
So one official has his hand up, but
you
the
got
other
an official with his hand in the air.
doesn't see it.
And he saw the Cloudland sub come in, and he probably assumed that's all the subs. So the third official's the one that gets involved. Not the
Far
one
side.
on the far side. He just looks up and sees I got 6 kids running around out there, and I was trying to get one back on the court because Herb tried to shut us down and tell us not to, but his hand was still up. All that. That's my fault. I should have just been more decisive and figured out who I wanted the sub to go in for before I had her up there. So I'll take the blame for that, but it's one of those technical fouls that's it's like a indirect, I think is what they call it, an indirect
That's what
technical.
I'm gonna call mine too. It's indirect.
Now, when you scream at a ref and they pop you, or you're 15 feet out on the court and
I
they
wasn't
pop
even
you,
screaming at
that's
refs.
a direct.
I just get I do good on the side-to-side box. This box.
But just
I've got 2 different ones this year for being out on the court. I just wonder. I'm a wonder.
Well, we are right there on the court, so it's kind of hard. But we need to preview.
congrats, coach. You earned your stripe. You got a technical this year. Oh, not a phone call though.
No, text.
Not a phone call.
Okay. Preview.
Go through. I think
Me?
he went through his preview. Tough
You already
stretch there.
previewed?
I previewed.
Okay.
Yeah.
We doing all 3 or just you want to do the 2?
If you want to go through all 3, you can. But we'll sit here next week
Sullivan
talking about
needs that.
Sullivan East again.
That don't count.
That don't count. I didn't know it was you.
All right. South Greene tomorrow and
Unaka.
Friday. Now, South Greene tomorrow, it's been so long since we played them. I mean, Christmas tournament.
South Greene senior night.
Yes, senior
Oh.
night is tomorrow
We'll
night.
take a segment out of that in just a minute.
So, they've just had so many issues with the injuries. It's kind of hard to know what they're doing, and I would assume that they're not doing the same things now that they were doing when they had a healthier roster. So we've had to try to collect as much information as we can here lately, and just to be honest with you, I'm not anywhere near finished preparing for tomorrow night, so I really don't know how to preview that other than the fact that it is senior night. We've just challenged the kids to try to go in with an approach like we have a game we want to try to win here, because all that other stuff, you want to do it and the kids deserve it. They deserve to be recognized for all their hard work over their career, but sometimes it can be a distraction. So we don't want it to be. I told them, I said, win or lose, we will celebrate these 4 girls because they've had a heck of a run. But if you can, and I know it'll be emotional, but if you can, you got to put that out of your mind till. And see, Sam, that's I think it's better for us because we do it in between games.
Mm-hmm.
So my game's over. So when you actually get out there and start calling names and start acknowledging the fact that that's their last home game, our game's already been played.
Good morning,
Cut.
students.
Well, what I was saying is, all that senior night stuff, they do it after my game. So I think that is a benefit to us because by the time you get out there and everybody's hugging and kissing on each other and crying, it's after we've played, but it's before he plays.
It's hard to get started, and you're
Yeah.
usually starting different.
Yeah.
And you want to let them kids play, cause they deserve to play, but these kids are so like routine based. I think that it just kind of takes them out of their routine.
If it makes your rhythm get disrupted a little bit, that'll mess with you.
Last time we played, Coach probably looked up that score a week or 2 ago, but last time we played South Greene on senior night. Not
I remember that one.
Huskies.
I remember that one. Because that's one we had talked about before.
It was like a 40-point slacking.
All right, we got children coming. Unaka, we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. I don't even want to preview that. Is that bad?
It's your show.
Yeah, golly, that's Friday. This is Monday.
Take therefore no thought for the morrow. For
Matthew
tomorrow
6:34.
shall take thought for the things of itself.
Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
Look at that.
Well, that's all, folks. That's all for this week's episode. You guys got any parting comments you'd like to make?
No, sir.
Not this week.
One of the great memories of mine as they were ripping down goalposts rolling down backwoods, Tennessee byway. One arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other. A sweet, soft southern thrill. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night. You know this. Couldn't feel better. I'm together with my Dixieland delight. Here we go, Tyler. Spend my dollar, park in a holler 'neath mountain moonlight.
Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company TMB show, or whatever you want to refer to it as. Presented by Starnes Barber. Thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing y'all next week here on Grassroots Media.
Oh, so right. My Dixieland delight.